So this is my calendar and this is my closer's calendar. We have a shit ton of booked calls every single day. Usually around 8 to 10 single booked calls every single day consistently. I'm gonna show you the exact way that we do this and how we manage to do this without having to do any appointment setting or any type of work ourselves. So I started SMMA a few months ago and I'm happy to say that I'm making around 25K per month. This number is still very new to me, but it's amazing and it's gonna keep growing. Quick backstory, I was a young kid who hated school. I used to get bad grades and I was constantly in the situation where I had to ask myself, will I pass this year? School was not for me, and the moment I realized that, I knew that what I wanted to do was something revolving around business. And trust me, a lot of hard work and sleepless nights went into creating this. It got to a point where I could not sleep and I was on sleeping pills because every time I tried to sleep, I just kept thinking, I got shit to do, I gotta go work, and I just kept working. So I did not sleep.
Yo, bro, please tell me you've hopped off the sleeping pills, man. You need some rest, man. This is not looking healthy.
But to say the least now, I live the life I want and I do whatever I want.
I live life on a high, might fly to the bar with the guys till the weather's been shit. I can wear a different kettle every day of the month.
25K is simply the first milestone. There's so much wealth out there compared to this, and we keep going.
All right, guys, so the number one way to actually get clients and get a bunch of booked calls is through Facebook ads. So I'm literally going to show you guys my Facebook ads and how I did them. You can see I spent around almost 2K. Actually, that's 2K USD. Yeah, we got around 160 leads and I would say around 50 to 60 booked calls. The cost per booked call was around $32, which is pretty good. A lot of you might say that this is a very high price for spending on ads, especially in client acquisition, but it really isn't. You have to consider what your cost per acquisition is. So every $400, I get a client for around 2K. So every $400 that I spend, I get a client for 2K, right? So you have to calculate that. And then this number won't be as, as scary as you might think it will be, right? So let me show you guys my ads, the ones that did the best. So I did something that is called dynamic ads. Let me show you guys. So you can break down by dynamic creative. And what dynamic ads do, it lets you test out different colors, different images, different copies, and it literally shows you which one does the best results. So in this case, orange, which is a pretty good color that usually does well on ads, did the best. And then teal had the cheapest cost per lead, right? And then purple did the worst. So in this case, we would stop doing purple and we would switch it out for something else or just double down on one of these, right? And running ads is super, super simple. Literally all you have to do is go on Facebook ad library, literally search for your niche, your country, and click all ads, and it will literally show you a bunch of ads. So if we just go here, for example, go to United States, let's just do virtual assistant, lawyers. And then in filters, you want to put active ads only, apply filter, and then you can literally see other people that are doing this, right? But the further down you go, for example, these guys have been running it for a few months already. And if they're still running it, it means it's working. And the goal here isn't to just simply copy someone else's ad. You don't want to do that. Although you can do that just to see if it's working or not, just to run a quick test. The goal here is to adapt and innovate from what they're doing. What can I do better? What's going to get me more clicks? What's going to do better, right? So just going here and getting inspired, you could say, but you don't want to just copy from them. So yeah, literally running ads is super, super simple. If you're not going to spend more than $10 a day, I wouldn't recommend it, but that's the number one way of client acquisition. It's running ads. This can be Facebook ads, TikTok ads, whatever. All right, so the second way is actually DM outreach. So how do you actually go about this? There's two main ways. You can either hire someone for hourly or you can hire someone on commission basis. I know a lot of you are starting from zero and you don't want to waste any money. So I'm going to teach you guys both ways. And yeah, let's start off with the commission basis. So you can actually go on Upwork and hire someone on commission. So literally all you have to do is post a job that's super, super broad. So you want to make everything super, super broad, easy to apply, where pretty much anyone with no skill can apply to. So you're going to get a bunch of idiots as well. But pretty much what you do is you're going to post a job and you're going to mention that it's commission basis. And you're going to do this strategically by saying, we are paying X per client or X per booked call or X per whatever you want to do per commission. I would recommend doing per booked call and client just because they're more motivated. And after that, you will say something like, our last full-time VA made $600 this month, or however much you would expect them to make, right? You want to give them kind of an idea of what they're capable of making, just so again they're more motivated, they won't quit on you, they'll perform well. And this is all you want to post, something like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to get a shit ton of interviews, and simply what you're going to do is get a Zoom link, a permanent Zoom link, or create an event, and you're going to drop the Zoom link here, and you're going to say, we are hosting group interviews on Monday 9 p.m. EST, for example. And then you're going to get this website called World Time Buddy, because all of them are, in different time zones. Check your time zone here, and you're going to add the website, and then you're going to add Zoom link. Yeah, this is literally how they'll apply. You'll get a Zoom with like 50 people, you mute them all, and you go one by one and qualify them with whatever qualifications you want. For example, qualifications, you could say something like work from 9 to 5 EST, so work within your time zone, work at least 8 hours a day or however many hours you want, work from Monday to Friday, have stable internet. And from all those people, you're pretty much gonna remind them, yeah, this is like fully commission basis. Like if you're not ready to grind and put in the work, you might as well just hop off. And you want to make sure that you only get a concrete group of people that can actually do the work. And then once you get that group, you'll get probably like 10 people, I'll say around 10 people that are working for you on full commission basis. So you have 10 VAs who are literally working for you, sending out DMs every single day, and you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is provide them with a script like this. So I'll actually provide this for you guys. So literally there's a whole script here. So you want to create a copy of this, and then there's literally a whole script here just for you to use. And then you just send them your Calendly link or whatever calendar you use. And then this doc here shows you how to literally find the leads, where to find them, the best ways to get leads, etc. So yeah, literally a whole free SOP here. I'll just drop it here. So you send them this SOP, and then you host group calls where you're going to be training them. So you should do this like literally every day. The first call should be an extensive, at least 1 hour call. And then from there, every day you should have a 10 to 15 minute call with all of them before they start working. This will increase the retention of the VA, so they're not, constantly leaving, ditching on you, and they're way more motivated. They can ask you more questions. You really have to engage with them and help them out. And then you want to create some sort of group chat, whether it be on Slack or anything else. One group for info, one group for questions. So what this means is every single day, they're going to send in, okay, date, DMs sent, replies, booked calls. They're going to send this message every single day into that group of info. And then you're going to have one group of questions where they can ask, okay, they can provide you a screenshot and then say, what do I reply to this? So you're going to have to teach them how to reply to certain things that aren't on the script that they are probably unprepared for. So just be ready for that. And then you can either have a tracking sheet, or you can just have them send this out and then you track it yourself. I would recommend starting off with this. And then if they're committed, if they're good, you put them on a tracking sheet and you have them do it for you. And yeah, those are literally the two best ways of getting booked calls. One of them is paid, one of them is free. So whatever route you want to take, I recommend both of them, always having one paid client acquisition strategy and one free one. But yeah. So after this, once you book them into a call, you want to make sure to have reminders. You want to make sure to have a thank you for scheduling a call page where you can just show them kind of some information, some testimonials, what to expect. And you also want to talk to them before the call. So send them, little reminders, send them value, send them testimonials. And right before the call, you want to make sure that you have their contact info ready. So in order to, make sure that they're actually showing, you contact them on whatever source that you outreach them on. So whether it be, DMs or cold calling, you want to just hit them up and be like, hey, like, are you ready for our meeting? You can do this like 24 hours before, or as soon as the meeting starts, to prevent them from not showing up. And also a huge tip that I learned from one of my mentors is that you should reach out to them on all social medias. So once you book in a call with someone, whether it be cold calling or whatever, you look them up on social media, on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and you reach out to them and you send them a little message. You can have your appointment setter send this and be like, hey, I'm the person who takes care of all the calls. Nice to meet you. Let me know if you have any questions, right? The personalization, the one-on-one human contact is really what's going going to make them not miss the call, right? Because if you just book a call through a Calendly link, you're way more likely to miss it rather than if you're talking to someone on the phone saying like, hey, like I'm excited to talk to you, like, we'll talk on Monday, right? So those are my huge tips. If you guys implement this, you'll get literally tons of book calls. I've been getting way over 50 calls per every 2 weeks or so. So yeah, hope this helps.